Hey P-Tech, I'm here to interview Miss Morello with 10 questions, so here we go.
Hi, welcome, come on in.
So, why did you start teaching?
For one, anybody who knows me knows I love math, math nerd. And also I just really value education and really the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of my students and to really help them see their potential, you know, and to help them really to strive and to achieve their dreams, really.
So what's your favorite math concept to teach?
Ooh, okay. So, well, all math concepts are amazing, but I really enjoy doing right triangle tricks, so like SOHCAHTOA. So for example, like, you know, we've got this square here, right? But if you can imagine like a line through here, we would have what we call a 45-45-90 triangle. So working with like SOHCAHTOA and right triangles.
So how's the Natural Beauty Club?
Yes. Okay, so the Natural Beauty Club, I love the Natural Beauty Club. It's such a great opportunity for all, it's not just for girls, right? It's for all of us, all students, but just an opportunity for you to learn more about your natural hair, learn more about your skin, how to take care of it, how to, you know, improve it, and really, in addition to just like learning how to take care and improve, but also accepting, right? And learning to love what you have naturally.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Girl, coffee ice cream, I love it. Oh, but you know what? I recently had like a little, it was like an ice cream pop that was a flavor called lucuma, which is like a plant in Peru. I'd never had it before, but it was similar to coffee, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. So wow. Maybe that too. Yeah, but definitely coffee.
And what's your go-to hairstyle?
Good question. Okay, so for one, I love doing protective styles similar to what I have now, which is like twists with extensions, but like when my hair is out, I like doing my little like high puff, so it's kind of like a puff that's on the top of your head. And also if I'm like, let's say I'm doing something I need my hair to be covered, I like to use a scarf and do what's called a top knot. So it's like a cute little bun using a scarf on the top of your head. Love that.
Since it's Women's History Month, who do you look up to?
No, that's such a good question. And honestly, there's so many amazing women around, but I would say Maya Angelou. And the reason why I would say Maya Angelou is, you know, given everything, if you may or may not know her story, but given all the hardships that she had gone through in her life, she still found a way to overcome and be the amazing, you know, example that she was throughout her life.
That's great. And lastly, what advice do you have for your P-Tech scholars?
I start almost every class sort of checking in, right, and asking them, you know, how are you? And so given the climate right now, one of the biggest things I would say is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, right? Find that thing that you can do to help you disconnect, right? And that could be your relief, a time that is, you know, something that is helps you to de-stress, right? So one big piece of advice, especially, you know, given the climate, is to take care of yourself, but also believe in yourself, right? Because if you believe in yourself, you're halfway there. So, you know, build those dreams, develop those dreams, and strive for them, and believe in yourself that you can actually get there.
Hi, I'm Tallulah, and I'm up to my eyeballs in missing and late assignments.
My name is Brittany, and I suffer from short-term memory loss, but only in mathematics. I had a project due last semester, and I'm still trying to work on it.
Ay, me cogió la tarde. Dr. Seniorton, please help me. Please, man. Please. Now, these guys sound like they're pretty miserable. Hi, my name is Dr. Seniorton, and I'm here with Senioritis X 3000. Now, this has everything you could ever need. All types of herbs and berries, 0 calories, 0 carbs. We even got Colonel Sanders' herbs and spices in here. Don't know how we got it, but we got it. But last but not least, we also put an infinitesimal amount of the senioritis vaccine in here.
Pause. Today's SAT word of the week is infinitesimal, noun meaning an indefinitely small quantity. Go.
With only an infinitesimal drop, you should be fine.
Side effects may include nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and possibly uncontrollable bowel movements.
Oh my God!
Welcome P-Tech, my name is Aaron Martinez from PTN Studios, and I'm here with a special guest, Liz Marketer. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Liz. I work for IBM on the Armonk campus. I'm a communications executive. I write really cool stuff for all of our senior leaders and design websites and create cartoons and comic books. But I'm also a volunteer firefighter, and I think that's why you're interviewing me today.
Yep, it really is. What are some things that you do on a daily basis?
I'm presently on the corporate comms team for the COVID response. It is a very big initiative for IBM, as we have 345,000 IBMers around the world, all impacted by the COVID pandemic. My key responsibility is to really educate IBMers on this pandemic, the vaccines available, when they're available, if they're right for them, and ultimately, when the world begins to open up again, how do we bring 345,000 IBMers back safely and keep them safe and make sure that they can go home to their families and not expose them to any potential outbreaks from COVID. So that's my day job. In addition, I take a lot of education around communicating for impact, especially in the role that I have right now. And while I'm at the firehouse, if I have a moment of break and there is an emergency, you'll see me walk away from my Mac and go downstairs to jump on a fire engine or the rescue or in the back of an ambulance.
How would you describe this career, like physically, mentally, or academically?
Well, this new mission on the COVID response team that I've had since October has had its ups and downs. There's been moments of pure frustration. There's been moments of pure fear. I think I might cry because it's been an emotional journey. Watching what's happening, and our IBMers are very valuable, just like your family members. I'm sorry. So yeah, my job is emotional because I have the responsibility to keep everybody safe. And it's kind of ironic that I'm a firefighter because what I do at work and what I do outside of work truly shows who I am. I'm so sorry. It's been a long journey. I can't wait to the day that we all get to be back together again and maybe actually hug each other.
Well, thank you for your service, Elise.
An emotional role.
Yeah. Is there any advice for people that want to get into this career as an IBMer?
For a communications executive, I just wrapped up actually a Georgetown accelerated program class last week, and it was about communicating on impact, to communicate for impact. And even as a college student that you all are, and you're getting your degrees, and your high school students, as you grow, being very comfortable in how you speak and you present yourself is very important. So as a communications executive, I learn how to tell stories, be authentic when you tell your stories. If you experience the story, it's your story and only you get to share it. You get to define that moment. It benefits you. You learn how to debate, handle conflicts, tell stories, gain advocacy. And as a firefighter, my communication skills are very important. When I need to talk on a radio to get either information to my officer, or if I'm working with another firefighter in a fire situation, my communication skills are key, because if I'm not communicating and something goes wrong and someone gets hurt, then I didn't do my job.
Is there any specific skills or education that you need to get into this career?
Well, first you gotta go in and check it out. First and foremost, you have to have the passion to want to do it, because it is a time commitment. It's not something you just say, oh, I'm a firefighter today, and that's the way it goes. First, you have to really dedicate the time. When I first joined, actually, there's one of the training books right here. You actually go to a class. This is for the EMT. So you'll actually get a book like you would in school. You do go to a training class here in Westchester. We go to the training facility in Valhalla. It was about 180 hours of classwork as well as out in the field practical. So we did put out fires, we did cut up cars, we did drag people down ladders. So if you can't commit to that, then maybe it's not right for you at this time. You usually have about a year and a half in Westchester to complete the education. That's usually your probationary period. And after that, it's continuous learning.
As a communications executive, honestly, I think an associate's degree would be all you really need, because it's a matter of how you write, how you tell stories. If you're a good storyteller, this is a perfect industry for you. If you're great on social media and you know how to capture the hearts and minds of people, this is a great area for you. If you are a graphics designer and you like to code and create websites, communications is a great area for you. So in terms of skills, I mean, I learn something every day. And I think, honestly, I've learned as I went through my career at IBM to become a better writer. So I can't say that there's skills for sure, because we all have these skills fundamentally through school. It's how we improve on them and perfect them and work on them to become better at them.
All right, Liz. So earlier you spoke about, the work that you do to help our community combat COVID-19. What a lot of people don't really know that firefighters are actually here on the lines too, and exactly how they help. So I see that you guys have some the EMC trucks, right?
Yeah, well, they're ambulances.
Ambulances.
And they're emergency response vehicles. Some of our firefighters are EMTs, which are emergency medical technicians. That's a separate certification. They are allowed to apply basic life support and life-saving tactics to keep you alive. So if you, God forbid, stop breathing, they are trained, just as every firefighter is, to administer CPR. An EMT has a little bit more knowledge than the basic stuff they give the firefighters, but we are out there. So we definitely have 3 rigs here, as you see. During COVID, right now we have deemed 1 ambulance for people who show signs of COVID. That way we keep our personnel, our firefighters, and our paid paramedics safe. As you see, this one says do not open door. We keep the door closed and we keep the patient back there to minimize the contamination rate that this patient may have. During the COVID pandemic, the emergency response system does ask questions. If you are showing signs of symptoms, they do transmit that to us to proceed with caution. There's also PPE in there. That is that you don, so you will have a full suit, you will have headgear, and it's basically just to keep the firefighters, EMTs, and paid paramedics safer.
Okay, so that makes me a little bit more interested in how you use technology to make your job easier.
So here in Westchester, and I don't know how they do it in Norwalk, Connecticut, but when you dial 911, you get transferred to a central board, which then transfers the call to what we call 60 Control. 60 Control transmits us out. They provide us with the basic information, such as the patient information, the address, and the emergency in question. So if it's an EMS call, we know what to bring. If it's a motor vehicle accident, they'll say MVA. If it's a structure fire, they will say smoke in the structure. So that way we know what to bring, because you can't bring everything. So you have to bring what you need, the tools you need.
So that's about all for today, Liz. I have to thank you so much for coming here. Thank you, P-Tech, for watching and listening in. I'm Aaron Martinez from PTN Studios. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hola, P-Tech. Me llamo Ethan y estoy con Señora Palmero y Amelie.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Un placer estar aquí con ustedes.
¿Qué vamos a cocinar hoy?
Hoy vamos a cocinar un plato típico de la República Dominicana porque estamos celebrando el 27 de febrero la independencia dominicana. Vamos a hacer tostones con camarones. Entonces, primero empezamos lavando los plátanos. Me gusta lavarlo con un poquito de agua caliente. Le cortamos aquí las 2 últimas partes del plátano. Rajamos acá. Rajamos una vez más por aquí. Luego sacamos la cáscara de este modo. Y vamos jalando luego con las manos.
Y señora, ¿qué vamos a hacer ahora?
Muy bien, vamos a cortar el plátano. Lo ponemos de esta forma para cortarlo así de forma angular. Es más fácil para majarlo. Entonces lo cortamos, no muy gordos, no muy delgados, para que sean tostones largos y se cocinen rápido. Amelie, ¿me haces un favor? Por favor, ve a precalentar el aceite para que esté listo ya para cocinar.
¿Y ahora qué vamos a hacer?
Muy bien, ya que los plátanos están cortados y secos, lo vamos a poner a freír. Uy, perdón.
Ok, señora, ¿cómo se preparan los camarones?
Muy bien, después de lavarlos con limón, le vamos a picar un poco de verduras, un poco de cilantro, ají verde, ají rojo, vamos a majar el ajo y luego le vamos a poner un poco de cebolla para hacer el sofrito. Luego lo vamos a sazonar con un poquito de picante, pimienta, sal, sazón y mi secreto, no les puedo decir cuál es, el orégano dominicano. Ahora lo ponemos con aceite de oliva. Pásame el aceite de oliva, por favor. Muy bien, entonces ponemos un poquito de ajo y cebolla a sofreír. Ya que esto esté sofriendo, echamos ya los camarones sazonados con el poquito de sazón que le hemos puesto. Muy bien, y mientras esto se cocina, lo vamos a tapar. Lo tapamos y vamos ahora a majar los tostones. Ahora lo vamos a majar con la tostonera. Vamos así. Y listo.
Y señora, ¿cómo ponemos los camarones?
Oh, muy buena pregunta. Tengo un truco. Con esto de exprimir limón, lo ponemos acá y hacemos una copita. ¿Ves? Y ahora lo volvemos a freír y echamos los camarones.
Ok, señora, ¿qué hacemos después con las canastas?
Bueno, tenemos que volverlas a freír para que queden ahora crujientes. Las volvemos a freír. Y luego le echamos los camarones o las gambas, como le digan en tu casa. Amelie, ¿quieres venir para probar la tuya? Ven. Está un poquito caliente. Ethan, ¿el tuyo? De nada. Y la mía. Vamos acá. Y vamos a echarle un poco de camarón. Echamos un camarón. Al gusto. Esta canastitas de tostones con camarones. Salud.
You may think that I'm not worthy, but I've got something to say, yeah. My thoughts make up universes, so that gives me strength like you will never know. I'm not weak, don't call me broken. I will be rising up.
Me mantendré alto, más alto que todos ellos. Si soy un luchador, traeré el fuego. Me tiras al suelo, me levanto enseguida. Más orgullo del que puedo guardarse lo que represento. Tengo la fuerza, sabes que no me rendiré hoy. Pues que piensas, todavía parezco que me voy a hundir. Ves viniendo hacia mí el poder latino para ti. El poder latino para ti.
Hi, my name is Sophia Imbronio. I'm a junior and I am a captain of the girls varsity lacrosse team.
Hi, my name is Chris Papadopoulos. I'm a senior here at P Technolog and I played on the soccer team.
I practice and work out at least 5 days a week, depending on when I feel like, maybe weekends sometimes.
I can say with complete confidence that I am a better student during my sports season, and there's a good reason for that. When you play sport, there's no time to dilly-dally. You go to practice, you come home, you eat, you shower, you do your homework, and then you go to sleep. And that's it, and it's on repeat. There's no time to procrastinate, so that definitely helps a lot with my time management.
How I balance school and sports, basically I would go to practice after school from like 3 to 5, and then I'd just come home and do all my homework, whatever I can for that day, whatever was due the next day. Just try and break it up into pieces. COVID affected my season by actually cutting our season short. We lost our last 3 games and didn't get the chance to play in the state cup.
Very fortunate that my main sport is in the spring, because this spring it's not really affecting us as much as it was fall sports. We get to play all the teams that we normally would play. Practice is generally the same. The only difference is less spectators, but we can work with that.
Hey P-Tech, we are back here today with lots more information coming your way.
Please send any P-Tech pictures to Miss Victoria at her school email address. Her email is victoriaj@norwalkps.org. And now here's a message from the Service Corps.
Hey, do you want the Earth to look like this? Well, this is what it could look like if we don't step in and save it. Help by participating in the Earth Day Design Competition, by showing us what Earth Day means to you.
Most important rule for this contest, don't buy anything. You should only be using things that you can put in the recycling or in the trash. That includes cereal boxes, milk jugs, glass and plastic bottles, egg cartons. Participants will be grouped by grade, and P-Tech students will elect a winner after submissions have closed. All projects must be submitted through a Google form before April 17th.
Whoa! What's that? Oh, this? This is my P-Tech swag box. Well, how'd you get that? Oh, I won the P-Tech Earth Day Design Competition. Wait, you mean that's what I could win? Yeah, all you have to do is participate. Wow, I'm definitely participating this year. Show us what Earth Day means to you by participating in the P-Tech Earth Day Design Competition.
Do you love garden catering and giving back to the community? If so, this is the event for you. P-Tech Norwalk will be working with Garden Catering in Norwalk to host a fundraising event on April 9th. Using the code P-Tech with any purchase, we will give 25% of the proceeds to the charities Girls Who Code and the Malala Fund. Girls Who Code is an organization that gives young women the opportunity to pursue their dreams in many coding fields. The Malala Fund is a charity that supports women's education in developing countries around the world. So if you're interested in supporting these charities while enjoying delicious food, stop by Garden Catering on April 9th and use the code PTECH.
Do you have a talent you want to show off? If so, submit your talent to Mr. J via Flipgrid by April 19th, 3 p.m. They are looking for singing, dancing, art, poetry, spoken word, playing instruments, and any other talent you might have.
PSAT and SAT testing is coming up. Grade 11 SAT testing will be on April 13th. Grade 10 and NGSS for grade 11 alpha students is on April 22nd. PSAT for grade 9 and NGSS for grade 11 beta students is on April 23rd. Details will be emailed to students and families.
Remember to participate in the Garden Catering Give Back Night. Alright P-Tech, that's all we have here today for you. We hope you enjoyed and see you next time, P-Tech Norwalk.